They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Cousins. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. He's on his way. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Pacheco gets it up the gut. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Pacheco once again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They go play fake. Mahomes, he'll buy some time right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over to the the security crew. Incomplete here.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. But you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He has his target. It's Addison. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. With the Vikings at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now here's Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 18 on the play. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And Marcus Davenport, former Saint, in on the stop there. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so wisely just gets rid of it.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Got an open man. It's Valdes-Scantling. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Mahomes to throw once more. On the move to his left. Oh, wide open. Complete. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 42 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Yellow. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 8 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're... the backfield, you're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
I'd say it's a pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Chandler. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Chandler. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They run it with Chandler. And he's able to motors way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Chandler going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They motion the running back out loud. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to
Final
Orlando,
adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about ready for the second half from Minneapolis.
Coach.
And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. Out to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Mahomes now to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Mahomes. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. To throw, Cousins. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Listen to me. Gone. Hey, Steamer.
Now Cousins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now an end around as Cousins have just popped us forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. 2nd down, Cousins. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. So we're back to even after the short field goal. CD, you like the decision to kick it there?
Well, I'm glad you asked me if I like it and didn't ask me if I love it, because I'm not even sure I like it, but I do get it. First job on this drive, tie the game. They did that. But now they've got to put a challenge to their offense and say, can't settle for 3 anymore, guys. We've got to get the ball in the end zone from here on out.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 105 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ty Chandler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
Yellow.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And a line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away. And that would be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Chandler, and to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Wide.
4th down, Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to